for Chile and Argentina. First of all, thank you very much, all of you, to join us. I want to use this next moments just to explain the way that we are working and how we can actually help you to leverage your goals in the market. First of all, it's very important for me to say our services that we're given are for free of charge, both to the Israeli side and to the local companies. Our goal is to make a win-win situation as much as possible to allow to Israeli companies to expand to other places and to local companies to actually give them tailor-made solutions for what you need. Now, usually, when you want to find a customer, a supplier, a distributor, investor, you name it, you have only two options. One, if you know a friend of a friend that can give you the result, or you go to the computer, to Google, and then you do the research and you have a list of 100 companies. The only problem is that you don't have the time to go each company and to check them. You don't know who they are, what they're going to give, are they capable enough, okay, etc., etc. So that means it's going to take you a lot of time and effort, and most of the time for nothing. In the Israeli economic mission, our purpose is not to give you a list of 100 companies. If you're going to approach us, we're going to give you a list of 8 companies, 10 max. That's it. But these are the right companies. These are the kind of companies that we know that they can deliver, that they can stand behind their words, that they have exactly the right kind of technology that you need. And again, free of charge. That means that you're going to save time, effort, and money. You can contact us whenever you like and ever please, either to Valentina, of course, and to me. And in general, we have also other offices across all over the world, but in Latin America, as I mentioned, we are in charge of Chile and Argentina, but also we have in Peru, Colombia, Mexico, Brazil, and other places, of course. So I hope all of you today will have a good session, and thank you very much. Vale?
Thank you. Thank you, Yarib. Muchas gracias, Yarib. Él es el agregado comercial de Israel para Chile. Bueno, para los que se vienen conectando, les recuerdo que a la parte inferior, en la barra inferior, tienen el icono para interpretación. Contamos con una intérprete simultánea. Se conectan al canal de español y van a poder escuchar todas las presentaciones en español. Ahora los dejo con Nancy Abubardi. Ella es la Business Development del Israel Export Institute, que ellos son nuestros partners acá y está encargada del sector de Foodtech. Nancy.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Valentina. I hope you can see my screen. My name is Nancy Abuardi. I'm from the food and food tech sector at the Israel Export Institute. So before we jump into what is food tech and the Israeli ecosystem, I want to briefly introduce the Israel Export Institute. So we are a non-profit organization. We're operating over 65 years now, and we are based in Tel Aviv. We are a joint venture between the Israeli government and the private sector, and we work very closely with the economic trade missions all around the world, as Yarib said. Our main mission is to create business opportunities for the Israeli companies so they can enter and expand in global markets. We do that through national pavilions, delegations, business events, B2B meetings, scoutings, and more. So now, what is food tech? Food tech is the intersection between food and technology, not just the food itself, not just alternative protein, it's much more. It's the entire food value chain. So it's from agriculture and production to packaging, logistics, and even consumption and waste. It's about making food healthier, more sustainable, more efficient. We are talking about how to create a better product, and on the other hand, also focusing on how to optimize the production process. So the industry is driven by 8 main categories. We have alternative protein, smart packaging, sugar reduction, novel ingredients, safety and control, health and wellness, supply chain, and lastly, personalized recommendation. Unfortunately, due to time, I won't be able to dive into them, but these are the engine of this industry. And in Israel, you can find leading startups and companies that operates in all these categories. Israel has around 180 food tech companies, with the majority operating in the alternative protein and novel ingredients. If we look at the investment in Israeli companies over time, there was a consistent growth up till year 2021 in the investments. And then in year 2022, it started to slow down. The same in the United States, in Europe, which is mirroring a global trends. So it's not special to Israel, it's happening all around the world. And most of the investments comes from the United States and European Union, where they invest more in the pre-seed and seed stages. So out of the 8 categories, everyone knows, the alternative protein is the leading category, and especially in Israel. And under this segment category, we have 4 main technologies or approaches to producing alternative protein, and Israel have active startup in each one of these technologies. But still, it comes with a lot of challenges. We have regulation because developing a new ingredient requires special regulatory approvals. We have the scaling up that requires more expensive equipment and more professional personnel.
Equipos
Also,
más
these
caros,
technologies are
profesional
very expensive, so the
personal que
products
sea
are not
profesional en
always
el área.
affordable for the
A
customer.
veces estos productos no
And
son
the question is,
asequibles
will the
para los
customers accept these
clientes
products?
y la pregunta
But
es si
even
es que
though
estos clientes
there are
aceptarán o no los
there's
productos.
these
A pesar
challenges,
de
there is also
todo
a lot of
esto,
potential.
hay mucho
Israel is
potencial.
consistently striving to stay ahead and actively looking for trends.
Adelantado a las tendencias.
So, what is so special about Israel?
¿Y qué es lo
How
que
Israel
hace a
has
Israel tan
become a major
especial
force for
en esta
disruption?
área?
So
¿Cómo
first,
es
we
una
have
fuerza?
a proven track record of innovation in agriculture and biotechnology that create a strong foundation for the food tech industry. Second, Israel is a very small country where everyone knows one another and have a very strong connection between the universities and the private sector and that leads to innovations. Third is Israel are very good at thinking outside the box, a quality that is very important in innovation. Lastly, Israel as a startup nation is proven to encourage entrepreneurial ecosystem. This is how the Israeli food tech ecosystem looks like. It consists of research institute, investors, accelerators, government funds, incubators, and more. We have more than 10 research institutions and academia that works in the field all across of Israel. We also have many accelerators and incubators, and these are some of them. We have a large government support that invests through the Israeli Innovation Authority, can invest directly to the incubators or directly into the startup R&D or through consortiums. Here we have the different investors in the Israeli food tech ecosystem. We have the government, investment house, corporate funds, and more. Also, the Israeli food companies, the big ones, are very connected to the sector and play an important part. For example, Strauss established the kitchen incubator. We have Nuva with Tempo who established Fresh Start incubator. So everything is very connected. So to wrap everything up, Israeli food tech industry is in consistent growth, and also it's an industry that is always trying to provide a solution to different global challenges, and is thriving thanks to a complete and supportive ecosystem. That's it. Thank you very much for your time. Yeah.
Muchas
That's
gracias, Nancy. Muchas gracias a todos los que se siguen conectando. Les recuerdo que abajo tienen la opción de, abajo en el panel tienen la opción de interpretación simultánea al español. Y bueno, ahora viene la presentación de las empresas. Para, si están interesados en las empresas, pueden escribirme a mi correo que dejé en el chat. Y también los invito a todos a hacer preguntas a través del chat, los que vamos a responder al final de las presentaciones. Así que ahora los dejo con Ori Sakin, CEO de BioRaptor. Ori.
So hello, just a
Hola,
second.
Ori. Welcome. So the floor is all yours.
Let me share my screen and start. So can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
yes.
Perfect. Okay, so hi, Ori Zakian, co-founder and CEO at BioRaptor. And we're going to discuss today a little bit of how BioRaptor helps companies turn bioprocess chaos into clarity and insights. So for any company who has any biology first process, so it could be biological manufacturing for food, it could be biological manufacturing for other industries. So we'll touch into that a little bit later and dive in. So first of all, when we're doing
Primero,
biomanufacturing, we have the
cuando
biological system. So
hacemos
whether it's
biofabricación,
organisms
usamos
that are
procesos biológicos, ya sea
cultured into cheese,
un
whether
ecosistema
it's
o
turning
un
milk into cheese, or fermenting beer, or manufacturing drugs and other pharmaceutical compounds. So we have the underlying biological system, which is an organism that's we're growing to generate something, to manufacture something. In those systems, we're generating a lot of data that we're collecting through sensors, through other analysis assays that we're running. And that data today is very much left there. There's a big lack in the top two layers. So getting from data to information and knowledge on how to progress and make better use of that, the learnings to improve our progress, to improve our techno-economics, to improve our yield, and to improve the quality metrics of our process. So we'll discuss a little bit on the situation today and how it can look with BioRaptor. So today, what it looks like, the data is very disorganized. There's a lot of silo data. So we're siloed across departments, across different devices, different equipment, and different, in some cases, different geographic locations. So for example, the manufacturing is in one location and the quality control lab is in another location, making that data travel back and forth difficult in some cases. So what that drives is a very inefficient process, slowing us down in getting an understanding if something's going wrong, in getting an understanding on how to improve the process and better efficiencies in our process. So in a perfect world, what would it look like? So we'd have a single repository where all our data would lie, regardless of where it came from, regardless if it came now from a device with automatic sensors or a QC lab that's doing manual assays, running them and collecting the data, or even someone on the lab floor or manufacturing floor that's collecting and observing data. So that's, first of all, having everything together in the context. Second, the ability to compare and analyze across different runs, different devices, different locations, and to collaborate with all the people and all the stakeholders. and for manufacturing to have real-time monitoring to identify when something's going wrong, to identify and alert immediately so that someone can rectify that issue. So in essence, what we built in Bioreactor is a system, an end-to-end system that addresses all the points we just discussed. So what Bioreactor does is helps you to collect all the data, regardless where it comes from, automatically, contextualize it, organize it, make it usable in the day-to-day, and also for root cause analysis in the future. And also has machine learning and AI capabilities built in to help you optimize the process, reaching better results and better yields. We'll discuss that in a minute. So we connect to any device already run, so it's a very low effort to implement. Import all the historical data, keep the processes as you're running, so very little training required on the teams to have everyone. And we onboard very, very quickly, so within days to weeks. I will show a short video just so that you can get a little bit more context.
But are you actually getting better insights? Here's what changes when all your data
Y
speaks
esto es
the
lo que
same
cambia
language.
cuando todos los datos hablan el mismo
BioRaptor
idioma.
ingests data
Con
from
BioRaptor se
Eppendorf,
ingestan datos
Sartorius,
de cualquier
Eppendorf,
equipo, como
or any
Sartorius,
other institute.
Eppendorf o
Online
cualquier
data
otro
from
que
your
estén usando.
bioreactors.
Datos
Offline measurements from your notebooks. Upload your CSV, and our import wizard will help you map out your fields. Now you can actually compare runs. Select your parameters, pH set point, insulin concentration, lactate, and instantly see what's affecting your yield across 20, 30, 48 runs at once. Not in hours, right now. Create dashboards, share them with your team, and everyone sees the same data. No more WhatsApp screenshots of Excel charts. You can even ask open-ended questions. What's affecting my yield? And get answers without having to guess which parameter to chart first. 2 to 4 weeks to implementation versus the industry standard of 12 to 18 months. Because we've built infrastructure that adjusts to your nomenclature and needs and structures whatever raw files you have. Instant analysis results, all in one place.
So today we're deployed across various industries, as I said, ranging from food tech, nutraceuticals, other specialty chemical compounds, and also in companies like CMOs who are manufacturing for other companies for their compounds. So quite a broad customer set, and in terms of ROI and value proposition. So first of all, very fast to implement, so 2 to 4 weeks, as we said. Savings in the day-to-day, so the ability to do more with the existing personnel, to have them run more efficiently and be able to get more out of the existing plants. Improving the processes themselves, so we've had improvements of over 2x in a very short amount of time. So doubling productivity, improving quality, and ROIs in our customers very quickly we get to ROIs of 20 to 40x of subscription costs. Thank you very much. Happy to answer any questions if you have. Feel free to reach out after if you want to discuss further.
Muchas gracias, Ori, por tu presentación. Les recuerdo a todos que pueden hacer preguntas en el chat. Y ahora vamos con Cristóbal Apablaza de Clarifresh. Él es el Head of Latam y para España también. Así que, Cristóbal, por favor, adelante.
Gracias, Valentina. ¿Me escuchan bien?
Perfecto.
Perfecto. Oye, muchas gracias a todos. Creo que voy a ser el único en hacer la charla en español, dado que estoy en Chile y el foco del mercado de lo que estamos hoy día de nuestros participantes son gente en Latinoamérica y de Chile. Les voy a compartir la presentación. Me confirman si está ok.
Perfecto.
Perfecto. Bueno, muchas gracias a todos. Me voy a presentar. Mi nombre es Cristóbal Apablaza, soy Head of en Clarifresh de Latinoamérica y también vemos España y Portugal. Y voy a contextualizar un poquito lo que es Clarifresh antes de empezar con la presentación. Clarifresh es una empresa israelí que tiene un software de control de calidad de fruta, que hoy día está reconocido como uno de los softwares más avanzados de la industria. Somos una empresa global que tenemos oficinas en Israel, Australia, Estados Unidos y para todo el mundo latinoamericano, el mundo en español, desde Chile, en donde manejamos un equipo de desarrolladores y project manager y atendemos a la mayor parte de nuestros clientes de habla hispana. Esta charla, que se llama en el fondo el futuro del QC Control en productos frescos, tuve la oportunidad de presentarla en 2 summits este año a lo largo de Latinoamérica, Lima, Perú y México recientemente, y habla un poquito de eso, de hacia dónde va el control de calidad de fruta, qué queremos lograr con la inteligencia artificial en el control de calidad de fruta y un poco despejar estos fantasmas de que ya no vamos a necesitar a las personas o un robot lo va a hacer todo, porque este punto de la cadena de la producción de frutas y vegetales es un punto tremendamente sensible y que nosotros lo que queremos es alivianar un poco el camino del área de control de calidad y darle herramientas para que puedan ir poco a poco mejorando sus estándares. Los recursos y la realidad de producción son limitados. Hoy día la última línea en una empresa está básicamente en hacer las cosas mejor con los recursos limitados que tenemos. Y es ahí donde apuntamos. Para contextualizar hoy, voy a bajar esto acá, algunos datos relevantes. Alrededor de 1,3 millones de toneladas, valoradas en $1 billón, se desperdician o se pierden en productos frescos al año a nivel latinoamericano. En la venta al por menor, eh, la mitad de los productos se desechan en Estados Unidos porque se consideran de mal aspecto. Y eso representa alrededor de 60 millones de toneladas de frutas y verduras, solamente por un mal aspecto. Y al menos el 20% de los productos que se exportan se desechan por razones estéticas, como formas extrañas, colores o imperfecciones, incluso en cáscaras que ni siquiera se comen. Entonces, ¿por qué doy estos datos? Porque la idea de esto es entender cómo la calidad y el control de la calidad de la fruta desde el momento en que, ya terminamos la campaña y la cosechamos del árbol, empieza a avanzar y puede generar por un tema decisional un montón de perjuicios tanto para la industria como para las propias compañías y para los consumidores finales. Hoy de la cadena de suministro está dividida y es muy compleja y es muy manual. Nosotros hemos identificado alrededor de 10, 12 puntos de inspección de calidad desde el momento de la cosecha hasta el momento de la venta al por menor o la tienda, digamos, de cliente final. Y esta cadena mueve alrededor de $2 billones anualmente. Entonces, ¿qué es Clarifetch? Clarifetch es la primera solución de software de control de calidad que salió al mercado con inteligencia artificial. Lo que ustedes ven en este teléfono, en esos cuadros, en esas manzanas, es como un inspector hoy día con 2 fotos o 3 fotos, ya puede tomar a un N bastante grande, digamos, en una muestra, colores y calibres, alrededor de 27 frutas o tipos de categoría de frutos distintos. Eso es lo que hace hoy día Clarifetch. Hoy día Clarifetch tiene la automatización para la recolección de colores y calibres con inteligencia artificial dentro del proceso de calidad. ¿Y cómo se divide esta plataforma? Es muy fácil, tiene 2 partes. Una parte que es la parte móvil, que a través de un teléfono, donde en la primera pantalla que ustedes ven acá abajo, tenemos la inteligencia artificial midiendo colores y calibre, y después el inspector en la misma plataforma puede básicamente seguir con todos los procesos de calidad. Incluso en el punto 3 integrando refractómetros o penetrómetros o durómetros para medir atributos internos de la fruta, integrándolos de qué manera. El inspector toma un refractómetro, mide los grados Brix, lo acerca al teléfono y por Bluetooth o NFC eh, traspasa absolutamente todos los datos de la medición, sin tener que transcribir o escribir algo. Y esto es muy importante porque más adelante les voy a contar más o menos los porcentajes de errores que tenemos en la transcripción de datos. Es muy importante hoy día la seguridad o la inocuidad del dato para poder tomar decisiones. Una coma o un punto marca una diferencia en una tabla de Excel y te distorsiona absolutamente todas las decisiones finales que puedas tomar en base a mala data. Al final de este camino de la parte móvil, el inspector va a poder ver el QC Report, que le llamamos el informe de calidad en forma instantánea si tenemos conexión a Internet. La plataforma también está capacitada para trabajar en modo offline y cuando el inspector o el agrónomo que está en campo se une o se conecta nuevamente a una red, eh, sube toda la data de la toma de muestra y las inspecciones. La segunda parte del software tiene que ver con todo lo que es la parte web o la plataforma, en donde acá tenemos la posibilidad de construir absolutamente cualquier tipo de proceso, comparar esos procesos con cualquier cantidad de estándares que ustedes puedan tener, ya sea un mercado europeo, Estados Unidos, clientes específicos como Walmart o mercados locales. Y por último, hacer la cantidad de reportes que ustedes quieran, construir y brindar la reportería necesaria para la toma de decisiones. Todo esto en un marco de estructura de toma de muestra y de análisis de datos en forma online. Entonces, ¿qué es lo que hace esta plataforma? La plataforma te da la flexibilidad para ir a terreno, para ir a los campos, para ir a los packing, para ir a las recepciones con movilidad, poder tomar la data y al momento de tomar esa data poder visualizarla, trabajarla y consumirla a través de la plataforma web, ya sea a través de la misma reportería que tiene Clave en su plataforma, como también a través de una conexión a un RP, a un Power BI, a lo que ustedes quieran, porque también la plataforma tiene una API de conexión estandarizada para que ya sea sus departamentos de TI o nosotros mismos en colaboración con nuestros clientes podamos conectar y podamos hacer data analytics y tener la gráfica en pantalla de lo que está pasando en el minuto que está pasando. ¿Cuál es el valor que nosotros hemos entregado y hemos visualizado en nuestros clientes? Primero, la digitalización y automatización en el control de calidad eh, incrementa la productividad de los inspectores. Un inspector que antiguamente tomaba 10 muestras en un turno, hoy día puede tomar 15, 20 o 25 muestras. Datos, datos y datos, que es el segundo punto. Es poder tener con el costo de oportunidad de nuestra gente que está trabajando, que está tomando los datos, es mucho mayor. Entonces, la posibilidad de tener 3 o 4 veces la cantidad de datos para tomar decisiones es tremenda al fin de poder consumir, al fin de poder tener decisionalmente la información necesaria para poder en el minuto decidir lo mejor con una fruta según sus cualidades y según su calidad. Y por último, en la gestión, digamos, de desperdicios de calidad, tenemos la posibilidad y hemos visto en clientes como Dole Sunshine, Dole Diversify, un ahorro o más que un ahorro, un cambio en ese número final de desperdicios tremendamente relevante. Dole Sunshine ahorró, digamos, o perdió un 20% menos de su fruta en comparación a sus últimos 3 años en el primer año de uso de nuestra plataforma. Y ese 20% medido en dólares, medido en kilos, medido en toneladas de frutas, tiene que ver solamente con temas decisionales, no necesariamente la calidad misma de la fruta. Me explico, si yo embarco una fruta que no tiene la firmeza necesaria, en un viaje largo probablemente esa fruta llegue como un desperdicio y la tengamos que botar e incluso me va a girar el costo. El 30% de los errores de calidad en el mercado tiene que ver con ese tipo de errores, decisionales y no específicamente de calidad de fruta. Decisionales por desconocimiento de los datos. Eso es básicamente lo que nosotros hacemos. Hoy día, en nuestra cartera de clientes tenemos empresas que están a lo largo, más de 100 empresas que están alrededor de todo el mundo, Asia Pacífico, Estados Unidos, Latinoamérica, Europa. Y estamos con oficinas en todos los continentes.
Muchas gracias, Cristóbal. Te pasaste, muchas gracias por tu presentación. Al
Gracias,
final vamos
Valentina.
a ver el tema de las preguntas. Y ahora continuamos con Yuval Klein de MAMAY Technologies. Yuval, please, the floor is all yours. Yuval,
Well,
remember
you
you're
need to open your
muted.
microphone.
Yes.
Oh, now everything fine?
Yes.
Can you
Now
hear
we
me?
can hear you. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So I will thank you again for being here. I'm very excited to be here. I will share my presentation with you and we'll start presenting what I'm doing. So, hi, my name is Hugh Klein, and I'm the founder and the CEO of MAMAY. Now, MAMAY is digitizing organoleptic sensations for the food, beverage, and cosmetic industries. Now, what is organoleptic sensations? Is everything that we feel when we drink something, we eat something, we smell something. Using our organs, we feel sensations. The sensation go to the brain. The brain is translating to word, and you know to say that something is sweet, or something is sour, or something is crunchy. Now, taste is the most important thing in the world. Any food engineer will tell you. We think about taste 200 times a day. But there is a problem with that because we think about taste yet in an analog way. Although we already digitized sensations like distance, color, sound, weather, we have scales for each one of them. And this way we can tell what is the temperature right now. There is a number. And when we are trying
Sorry,
to
Yuval,
say,
are you
yeah,
trying? Are you sharing a presentation?
yes.
Because we cannot see the presentation. Please reshare it again. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Till now you didn't show it.
No,
No.
I thought it was an introduction.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Now
just put it in a.
Yeah. So this was my first
Perfect.
Okay, now we can
slide,
see.
and we're going to move to the second slide. It's speaking about digitizing organoleptic sensation, what are organoleptic sensations, and the importance of taste. Now, the problem that we have is actually that we don't have numbers to describe organoleptic sensations. Although we already digitized distance, color, sound, weather, and we have numbers, we have a scale, and we think about temperature with a number. About sweetness, we don't have in our mind a number to describe, let's say, what is the sweetness of Coca-Cola. We're still using analog way to describe these kind of sensations like we used to do. It's very far. So he's saying it's very sweet, but there are no numbers there. Now, this is a problem, but it's also a huge opportunity. As you probably know, we digitized almost everything, and we digitized about $72 trillion of businesses are already digitized, but still 35 is left. And out of this, what we are talking about taste, it's about $7 trillion opportunity. Now, MAMAY is going to take part of that in the next 3 years, and we are going to get up to 100 million in revenue just by digitizing these sensations. How are we going to do that and who we are? So we believe we are the perfect team for this kind of work, taking taste and turning it into numbers. We have Dr. Michael Tzvieli, which used to be the head of R&D of IFF, Futuro, for 10 years, know a lot about chemistry. We have Karen that knows a lot about sensory, how people are reacting to taste sensations. If you go to a mall, she is going to find you there asking you, please taste and tell me what do you think about it. Every business today needs AI, and we have a strong AI figure in our company, Gad Buber, which is also the CTO. We think ourselves as a business, so we have a business developer, Ditar, and it's quite a huge vision, so I'm representing the vision. And in the last 10 years, we created dozens of POC to understand how we bring this idea into the market. Project or the taste of coffee or tomatoes or even plant-based bacon, the industry is struggling to understand what is the taste of their product. So what we have done is actually creating a method, a scientific method to measure taste. Think about any product in the world, you send it to the lab. And today labs, like you're sending your blood to the lab, know to tell you what are the compounds inside, what are the molecules inside this mass that you send them. We know each compound, how it affects our buds, our nose, our mouth, our tongue, and we know what kind of sensation each one of the compounds gives. By that, we know how to calculate it, also the impact of each sensations, So we can tell you about kind of a product that its sweetness is 34, and we are using the unit val to describe the value of the sensations, how strong the sweetness of this product is. But it's not only sweetness. This is a sample of a kind of an orange juice. Send it to the lab, get 120 compounds back, and based on these compounds, we can tell what will be the sweetness, 4 taste sensations, sourness, bitterness, saltiness of this orange juice, 85 other sensations, and also texture sensations like fixed sensations. And all of this is kind of the music or the pantheon of this orange juice. These are the notes. This is what makes orange juice orange juice. And if you get to that anyhow, you're going to feel and taste orange juice. So what are the services that we are giving? We build one SaaS platforms. We name it MAMAY Organoleptic Digitizer. It's a digitizer. It's a SaaS system that anyone can get to it using the internet. And in this, we have like the same as we used to have in graphics, the scanner, the Photoshop, and the printer. It's tools that allowing you actually, based on compound, to find what is the taste of your product without the need even to create the product. Even visionary products, what will become the taste of this product. Secondly, you can play with ingredients with a simulator like a Photoshop. Play with ingredients, add ingredients, take out ingredients, find out how they are going to affect the organoleptic sensations. And in the end, share this with users so anyone can understand what is the taste of the product he's buying before he's buying it. First of all, we're going to labs. Labs are going to bring us to developers. Developers are going to bring it to marketers. And then we're going to reach, we believe, by 2030, 8 billion human beings and another 31 billion animals, because for animals, the taste of their product that they are eating, consuming, it's important also. We have quite nice traction. I will not take too much about this slide telling you what we've done today, but the most important thing that we got recognition from different kind of industries, from the food and beverage industry, from cosmetic industry, from the data industry. Companies like NVIDIA see us as the future of AI for taste and odor. And this is how we see the future of any product in the world that can have kind of something on it that people can scan. You can scan it if you like and understand what is the taste of each one of this product. First of all, the most important taste. Each one have different kind of important things for it, but you can dig on and see what is deeply in the taste of your product. So we are looking for relationship with academic. What we are doing is science, and we always want to improve what we are doing, and connection with any kind of academic, it's very important for us. First of all, for them to test what we are doing, and then maybe contribute data, because this algorithm is built for the last 10 years. It's quite complicated, but always need more in order to get better and better. Analytic labs can share data already today. Just by getting any sample to the lab with the click of a button, they can send a report, organoleptic report, to the one that ordered it, and you don't need people to start testing the products. You can just get the results from the lab. Marketers that are willing to put QR codes on top of their products and allow people to engage their product by taste, because everybody likes to know what is the taste of this product. So people are going to scan back, find out, and then you're going to have one-on-one relationship with your customers and also understand what they like and don't like. And also we are looking for funds. Thank you. By the way, the sweetness of Coca-Cola is between 31 and 35. Well, depends where you get it. In your territory, it's very high. It's about 34, 35. In Japan, it's 31. So
in Chile, it's
take care about
34?
it.
Yeah. Wow.
What? Yeah, it's 34, 30, and Coca-Cola is making sure that you are going to get the sweetest Coca-Cola ever. And but in Japan, they think it's different, and they serving 31. Same Coca-Cola, yeah? And now we know to tell the difference, and we know to tell how much.
Thank you very much, Yuval.
Thank you. Thank you.
Muchas gracias, Yuval. Y ahora, por último, pero no menos importante, los dejo con Ran Adari, CPO de Neolithics. Hola, Ran.
Hello.
The floor is all yours.
Thank you very much.
Y luego pasaremos a la ronda de preguntas. Please, go ahead.
My screen is shared.
Yes.
All right. So, hi and good afternoon, and thank you for inviting me. Thank you for inviting us, the Israeli Export Institute, the Economic Mission to Chile, and it's an honor for us to be here. So let me talk a little bit about Neolithics. Neolithics is an Israeli startup, 3 years old, and let's start with the biggest problems in the fresh produce and global cold chain. There's a global issue of the product, fresh produce that are variable. No two fruits are alike. When you do quality control, you use, it's human-based, and because it's a human-based quality control, 2 different inspectors see 2 different things. We cannot predict the shelf life by just looking at the product. We waste the cold chain capacity. We send, or exporters send from Chile to Rotterdam fruits that will arrive rotten. Unfortunately, they arrive rotten, and you have a lot of compliance pressure and export. Chile, you probably know it better than me, is at the longest, almost the longest route to any export place, to Europe, to Asia. It takes too long, and it's very sensitive to decays, to changes, and to rotten in fruit and fresh produce. The cold chain is about 60%, 30 to 60% of the cost is coming from the cold chain process itself. So why Neolithics and what we do? What we bring is an AI-powered, non-destructive, we like to think it's a lab grade, or we proved it's a lab grade solution, and we do sell the certainty. You have, or you see, and you know what you're selling. If you look at the images of the cherry plum tomatoes, all of them look the same or almost the same, but on the right-hand side, you can see how our hyperspectral imaging see them. If it's red or yellow, it's already soft. If it's green, it's hard. When those fruits will be in a container from Chile to Rotterdam, all those soft fruits will arrive rotten and unsellable. So what you want to do and what Neolithics provide is an objective quality control. It models that are running and will do it constantly and at the same level. You get consistent grading. You know what you're grading. You know how it's working. You see, or you can understand the shelf life risk, and the cold chain. You can understand what the cold chain issues may rise. Our core capabilities, what we bring to the table: standardized quality control. We can understand in high accuracy external defects. We understand internal defects. We look inside of the fruits, and in a minute you'll see how. We understand the internal attributes. We understand the bricks. We understand the acidity, the firmness, the dry matter content if it's relevant to the fruit, again, in very high accuracy. And from our little experiments, we can understand how people will taste the fruit, not in a scientific way, but for sure that's something that is predictable. We can understand, and we do provide it on a fruit level, at a tray level, at a box, or the entire shipment. Our AI models are self-healing, meaning that they retrain or they fix themselves on the go. If customer needs or wants a new defect, a new attribute, models are automatically generated. Most of them come the next day. And we have standalone systems, and we have integrations with packing lines and sorting lines. Just a quick video of our current system, how it works. You can see the tray coming in and coming out on the other side. You see how the cameras, in a second, we'll see how the cameras see the fruit. This is hyperspectral. In fact, we're looking inside the fruit. It's not just outside of the fruit. And then you have a dashboard that summarizes everything, and also a fruit by fruit level. So we use hyperspectral to penetrate inside. We run multiple AI models. It can be one, and it can be a dozen of models, and the data is automatically uploaded to the dashboard. Two systems. One is a mobile system, or a QC system that replaces QC station, can do about 100 kilos of avocados, 50 kilograms of berries an hour, manually operated, or high capacity scanner that runs boxes of fruits, can run 4-kilogram boxes and can run 10-kilogram boxes. We do 2 tons an hour of in large containers, and it covers pretty much the whole shipment. And this is why hyperspectral is so important. If you look at the strawberry on the left, you see one side that is rotten and pretty much the rest looks nice. But if you look at the hyperspectral image, you can see where the green arrow points, the decay and the rot is already inside. It's not outside. It will come up in a day or two. If you ship a strawberry like this in a container, the whole clamshell or the whole box will rot along the way. So for cold chain intelligence, what we can provide, we see the defects. We can provide you with a list of defects, and we can see softening, we can see molds, we can see decays before they come out. You can use it to prioritize the shipment or to dynamically route risky shipments to local market instead of shipping them, losing money, and not using them. And of course, you have a certainty and predictability for everything in this shipment. If you're looking at the Chilean market, for instance, by running the systems, you'll get fewer quality control issues. You'll see waste reduction. And according to one of our tests from Israel to the UK, the avocado distributor in the UK saw a 20% drop in wasted material just by using highly sorted avocados at the origin. You extend the shelf life, you know what you're exporting, and you can use your cold chain process more easily. And this is just a summary. If you're looking for a pilot, you can do it on the intake, you can do it on the packing, you can do it on a pre-export. We are already running in Peru in a couple of locations, so everyone is invited to contact us and visit a live location running. We're operating in the UK, in the Netherlands, in Spain. We already do blueberries, figs, avocados, and other stone fruits. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ran. And bueno, muchas gracias, Ran. Now we are going to the question section. The first question is actually for BioRaptor. Ori. So the question is, some companies in Chile have fragmented or incomplete data sets. How does BioRaptor support teams that are not yet fully digitalized or digitized?
So we help digitize. Essentially, we have a very broad toolkit. So we can digitize, I would say, almost anything. So we have customers who have handwritten notes as a batch record. That's the way they've collected historical data. So we're able to onboard even that, which is the toughest challenge. And of course, any digital files they have, if they have Excels, if they have CSV, if they have any digital format, we can intake that and also import that into the system.
Super. Thank you. The next question is for Cristóbal de Clarifresh. Cristóbal, algunas plantas de embalaje aquí tienen un nivel también limitado de automatización. ¿Puede
Sí.
Clarifresh operar de manera efectiva en entornos con digitalización parcial?
Sí, claramente, o sea, de hecho, transforma esa digitalización parcial en automatización y completa digitalización, asumiendo que los inspectores o los controladores andan con un teléfono o con un equipo tomando las muestras. Hoy día podemos tomar muestras en recepción, podemos tomar muestras en acopio, en producto en proceso, producto terminado, despacho, transporte, y tener el control absoluto de toda la cadena y cómo avanza la calidad de la fruta en esa cadena. Por lo tanto, esa parcialidad o esos puntos oscuros que hoy día manejamos en todos los packing house, los terminamos iluminando con esta tecnología que te permite con flexibilidad y con movilidad tomar la calidad de la fruta donde quieran tomarla.
Perfecto. Gracias, Cristóbal. Now we have a question for Ran, the analytics. Ran, wait, I'm translating the question. So basically they're saying that Neolithics is a technology that it's applied for fruits. Do you think it would be possible to apply this technology for meats such as salmon?
Yes. Anything that is biological can be scanned. Anything that is doesn't have a very hard shell, we can penetrate. We did pineapples. We already ran a little test over prawns, but from our lab perspective, we currently focus on fresh fruits, but anything biological can be scanned. That's the answer is yes.
Perfect. And last for MAMAY Technologies, what is the usual timeline from an initial pilot or from when you start working with a company to full implementation?
Okay, now we are working with few companies worldwide, companies like Arla in Sweden and others, working in order to make sure that the digitization of their taste, of the product of their taste, is perfect and everybody understands what they are doing. So this kind of a calibration project that we can do tomorrow.
Perfect. Amazing. So, well, we don't have any more questions from the public. Si tienen más preguntas, me pueden escribir a mí. Dejé mi correo en el chat. Si están interesados, luego de haber visto estas presentaciones, en tener reuniones 1 a 1 con las empresas, también, por favor, escríbanos. Vamos a estar encantados de organizar una reunión introductoria. Thank you very, very much, Nancy, for scouting all these companies, for all your hard work. and all the companies, Clarifresh, MAMAY, BioRaptor, and Neolithics for your presentations. Y muchas gracias a todos por su tiempo y por haber estado con nosotros en esta jornada. Quedo atenta a todos sus correos, comentarios y preguntas. Muchas
Muchas
gracias.
gracias. Que
Thank you
estén
very
bien.
much.
Thank you very
Thank you
much,
very much.
Hasta
everyone.
luego.
Thank you, Valentina.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.